there. Welcome to my quilting life. If you are new to my channel, head down that way. Hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell. Get notifications when I am live and or post videos, which I already know you guys know that I don't do very often. I just go live. It's so much easier. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share with your quilty friends, as well as comment on the replays. It helps out. Anyways, Scott's in here. We're in the garage. It's time to do some long arm work, except today is going to be how I explain as best I can how to long arm quilt in an area that is bigger than your throat space.
Kim says hi.
Hi, Kim. So if you have a long arm and you don't have much throat space, like right now I have, let's just start with this. I am on a King Quilter 2 Elite Special Edition machine. It is an 8-inch machine on a 12-foot frame. There, got that out of the way. I only have like 16 inches usable space because of the bars and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, so needless to say, if you have a big block, say on point, which is what this would be considered.
Jim says hi. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
June says hi.
This would be very hard. Hi, June.
Do you just want to hold this for a second? Because you're probably going to get a bunch of...
Yeah, maybe I should just let everybody find this video first.
Yeah.
It's kind of heavy. Hi, Jessica.
Well, you're going to have a bunch of people saying hi, so did you want to just hold it for a second?
It's hard to. I can see it when it pops up on
well,
here.
then do you want me to hold it? Okay.
Yep. Hi, Mary. So I'll just wait for people to come on. And then I will just selfie angle view. There we go. This is what I'm quilting. You can't tell what it is because it's rolled.
Okay, why don't you talk to them about these parts that you didn't show them the other day?
Yeah, I will in a second. So it's kind of rolled funny, and I will explain that when we get started. But as you can see...
Hi, Judy.
I've been working on it, so I've got my cross-hatching done in this area, which matches the cross-hatching in this area. And then those two areas, the cross-hatching is done in this area now. The cross-hatching is done in this area now. And if you line this up with all this up here, it should line up. Just like the cross-hatching over here. This is double cross-hatching from the last video. So this meets up with that. This is so hard in selfie mode for you guys to even see. But anyways, I've matched it up. As you can tell, I have started my quilting inside these areas. So you can see I started quilting all this in the throat space because the main reason I wanted to show you guys some stuff is because of this right here. This wonderful big area of emptiness.
Hi, Tom.
But everything is getting
Tom says hi.
Done. So you can see every other block I did the opposite of each other. So, and I'm leaving a lot of open space because in the end, my goal is to have the stars. I want the stars to speak to me. I want them to come out because of the whole 2 different color tone thing. I want the stars to be noticeable, the star points from the carpenter's wheel. So, today's video is how to quilt in an area when you don't have the throat space. And what I mean by that is we're going to come sideways. Here's my machine. This is as far as it goes, right? So if it's pulled all the way out, you can see I don't even come to the bottom of that block. There's still at least a good 4 inches of space that cannot be quilted all in one. And since I only have 16-ish total quiltable inches with that bar in the way, that means I need to do something totally different to fill it in. And what I want to do is a whole entire block piece that requires no breakage of thread and stopping and going and stopping and going. So
June is glad you came on now so she can pay bills later. LOL, she says. Hi, Joyce. Joyce says hi.
Hi, Joyce. Hi, everybody that's joining because he's saying hi and I'm missing it because I'm trying to talk here. So I'm going to walk you guys through the design that I'm doing in this big, huge block. And It's kind of abstract slash, what do you want to call it? I don't even have a word for it. It looks like it's going to create like this tunnel look. You'll see what I'm saying.
It looks like if you look straight down on a flower.
He says it looks like when you look straight down on a flower.
And a box and a box and a box.
You'll see, it'll look really cool. I just want to push this area down. That is why I'm going to be quilting what I'm quilting here, so that I can push it down. And I didn't want to keep continuing with the cross hatching because I just wanted that only in the pink areas because I'm being picky with this thing.
Do you want me on this side or that side?
You're going to be on that side. Okay. So what we're going to do here is CJ's eating, or else I'd have him hold the camera so you could see how this works. You can do this two different ways. If you have someone help, that is what I'm doing. The if someone to help way. If he's not busy. If you have someone to help, that makes this process so easy. If you don't have someone to help with this throat space issue, then you're going to be pausing, rolling, pausing, unrolling, pausing, rolling, pausing, unrolling over and over and over and over and over until the whole block is able to be quilted in that section. So until I get to the amount of space. Hi, Shelly. Until I get to the amount of space that's available in the quilting. So once CJ gets out here, I'll just turn the camera around and have him hold it so you can see what we're doing. But essentially, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to start quilting on this.
Hi, Heather. Heather says hi.
Hello, Heather. I'm going to start quilting up here on this top section, which is in my throat space, okay? And I'm going to be going down to this side. So when I get down to here, what's going to happen is Scott's going to be standing on this end, holding the frame unhooked. It's going to be unhooked. I still have my clamps on the side, but they're really next to each other to prevent them from getting stuck in the take up flattening bar and the release bar. He's going to stand on this side and he's going to roll it when I tell him to roll.
Shelly says your nails look great.
Oh yes, me and Maxine went and got our nails did today. Aren't they beautiful? It's called African Rose, the color. So pretty. Maxine chose it for me. Anyway, we're going to turn the camera around and I am going to have CJ show you my quilting as well as what I'm quilting. I'm going to have him kind of give you guys a general look of what it's like having the help. When you don't have help, you have to unroll, roll, unroll, popping clamps constantly. He's going... I will put the camera on the machine after the first couple rolls so that they can see how it rolls. But CJ will try to keep the camera on me. So if it shakes or whatever, I'm going to tell him to be very careful. Okay, guys? After I get so far, then we'll just hook you guys up onto the mount, and then you can do that. So let me turn this around.
You have to unlock this.
There you go.
Whenever you want me to move it.
CJ is going to follow so you can see what's going on here. So on this end is where my clamps are. So if I pop this, you can see that it unrolls the quilt like this. And if I pop this one, you can see that it moves like this. Okay? See that? Scott is going to be the one down here. So we're going to start in the quilt space, in my quiltable space. Scott, when I tell him to, will roll this up like this until I have the quiltable space in my throat space.
In your way?
Nope, they won't be. They're perfectly fine. Okay. So he'll be rolling it and holding it right here until I say go back the other way. So then he'll turn it back to my original area. So that way I can stay and quilt within my throat space. So for right now, we're going to start with it right here. Just keep it nice and tight.
Yes, pause.
There we go. Come back down this way a little bit. Right there. Thank you. And we need a ruler. Okay. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to drop I already went around this whole entire square. I'm going to drop my needle down about an inch away from the edge and tie my thread off.
June says so pretty, and Kim also says your nails look great.
Oh, thank you. So I'm about an inch in from this corner right here at the top. I'm starting at this top because if I started right here, it would look weird. So I'm starting from up here. And I am going to take my ruler and I am going to follow it till I get to this corner. So I'm going from an inch out down to the corner. So I'm at 10 stitches per inch and I'm in precision mode. And hopefully CJ will not be in my way. And if I need to stop and adjust, then I'll stop and adjust. Oops. So we're coming down until I'm at the corner. Once I'm at the corner, I'm actually going to back tack 1 inch on the same line. So I'm coming back 1 inch about on the same line, and I'm going to stop it. Now I'm going to have Scott roll it that way onto this one. Onto this one. Keep going. Right about there. There we go. Now don't move it at all. Keep it just like this. So now I'm going to, now that I backtracked 1 inch, I'm going to take and come down with the ruler all the way to this corner, landing in the corner. So here we go.
Do you need a longer ruler?
Nope. So I'm going to stop, adjust myself, and come down to the corner. Once I'm in this corner, I'm going to backtrack 1 inch about. This is not like a precision thing because I did not bring a ruler out. And now I'm going to take from this 1 inch in and go down to this further corner, which is over here. So CJ, you're going to have to go on the other side of me. You can just stay on that side of me the whole time, honestly. So I'm on the outside with my ruler. So I'm just aiming for this corner like that. And once I get to this corner, I'm going to backtrack 1 inch on that same line. Oops, that's a little bit far. Right there, 1 inch. And now I'm going to have Scott roll it back towards me.
Watch your ruler. I can roll. You watch the ruler.
And I'm going to get rid of my starting thread. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim this down to the starting point right here. Okay? So now let's aim this to the starting point. And I'm going to stop right there. And now I'm going to backtrack on that right there. I'm going to backtrack 1 inch on that same line. And this could be done on a domestic machine. And now I'm going to go from up here down to right here on this line. Okay, so I'm going to meet up in this corner again, but I'll be backtracking. So you can just stay so they can see. And Scott is on that end still holding it for me. So again, I'm going to the corner. But I'm landing at this line right here. Now I'm going to backtrack on that about an inch.
Hi, Becca. Becca says nice camera angles tonight.
That's because CJ is the cameraman. And now I'm going to have Scott take the quilt back up to the top till it's in my throat space.
And when?
Right there's good. Hold it nice and tight.
Yeah.
Push this one nice. There we go. Thank you. And now I'm going to quilt from right here down to this corner again. So we're going to come from this down to that corner. Stop and adjust myself. All right. I'm going to land right here and backtrack an inch. About right there. Now I'm going to take that and go back to this corner where these two meet, right here. So I'm going to take it right to where these two meet. So it's just, I'm essentially just going in a complete circle in a not circle-y kind of manner. Backtrack an inch.
You ready?
Have Scott advance it back to, no, this way.
I know. Calm down.
Back to me.
Calm down.
So if you have help in your,
When?
right there's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
If you have help, this makes this go so much easier. And I'm just going to continue on doing this over and over and over until I have filled this whole entire block.
Bonnie says she's
Backtrack an
learning a lot
inch.
on quilting on the long arm with you doing the rulers. Thanks.
Now I'm going to come back over to this corner over here. And I'm doing mine tight. Some people have done this really loosely. Backtrack an inch. Now advance me towards you, or towards the back side, I should say. Right,
I got you.
a little bit more. Right there. That's good. And now I'm going to come back down this way.
More arm work go.
Yes, it is. And if you have no help, then you can do this on your own by just stopping and going, I went too far. Stopping and then undoing your belt and or your snaps that hold your frame and have that. And then get here, backtrack. Now back towards me. About right there, thank you. Nice and tight. Coming over to this corner. Backtrack an inch. Come over to this corner. Keep it nice and tight. 1 inch. It's like almost an inch now towards the back. He's just rolling it for me so that I can get this whole entire throat space fit in here until it's literally in my throat space. Go up an inch. Now go this way. Up an inch now towards me. You guys can see Scott is rolling this for me. Right there is good. We're almost full. We can lock it. Hello. Welcome. All right. And backtrack an inch. Now, nope, nope, nope. Stay right there. We're almost to where you don't have to do this no more. Come to the corner. Backtrack an inch. Stop right there.
Now roll.
Now roll. Just a little bit right there. That's good. We might be enough to be in my throat space completely.
Carol says hi. Have to watch the work for a while. We will see how long it lasts. Karen says, I hate to start practicing, but I hate changing feet. Or I have to start practicing, but I hate to change feet.
Come towards me a little bit. There we go. Right there, right there. That's good. That should be fun space.
I don't really need to move it at all anymore.
I don't think so now. I think we're
In the clear.
in the clear. So pop the snaps in. I have my needle down. Pull it out. Yep. Pull this one out. There we go.
Okay.
Might want to tighten it a
the
bit.
camera now for him.
Yeah. There we go. Yep. Now hold the camera for him.
Okay.
All right. So
Unless you
far,
want to stay out here, CJ.
so far, this is what's going on. Can you guys see that?
I didn't
I
think
didn't
so.
finish my food yet.
Creating a really cool spiraling effect. And I'm also like putting a lot of quilting in there. And you can go back and fill it in if you want. But Scott's going to walk around holding the camera now so that you can see how my body moves and stuff when I'm doing this, because there's a lot of adjusting and...
Hi, Brenda. Brenda says hi from
Hi,
Canada. And Vicky says, Tiff, that is awesome.
Come back an inch. Go this way. And I'm always lining my ruler up about a 1/4 inch away from my last stitching.
Hi, Suburban. Suburban says hi, honey.
Hello, Suburban.
Hi, Billy. Billy says hi and hope she didn't miss much, but that looks awesome.
Nope, you didn't. We just... It doesn't take that long to do this. But this is definitely a good idea for those of you who have big empty spaces to fill in. And you can do this on a small scale as well. Oops.
You're getting a heck of a glare. Boy, you're almost done with that.
There.
If I turn off that light overhead, does that hurt you?
No.
I'm getting a heck of a glare on it. But I don't know if that'll
Hold
make
on.
the glare go away.
It's not working. Not working.
I didn't mean that light. I meant this light
My
up here.
screen's not even working.
I meant this
yeah, you
light
can
up
turn
here.
that one off if you want, or you can just leave it.
I don't know if that'll
Or I
help.
can put them on here.
I don't know if it'll help.
Let's just put you guys on the mount.
Okay, I can still hold the camera.
There we go. Right here on the mount. And I'll take you off after I'm done quilting it. He can just read the comments.
I have free hands.
Okay, well that's distracting.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. So I'm just back and forth all the way around till the whole entire thing is filled in.
Carol says, love the quilting you were doing on this.
Yeah, I didn't want everything to be like exactly the same all the way around. That's why I decided to change a bunch of the stuff up and put these in.
Kim says, Scott, behave. That ain't never gonna happen. Ain't never gonna happen. Huh, Tiffany?
Nope, not Scott. He doesn't know how to behave. And notice my inch is getting smaller and smaller as I go.
Smaller ruler now? Ruler's getting kind of big.
No, it's fine. It's perfectly fine.
You have this better. This might be better.
I'm good.
Okay, just trying to help.
So I'm just moving it around until I'm completely filled in.
Joyce says, hi,
It
Tiffany.
in the end creates a big spiral, and it looks so awesome when this is done.
She says, so Becca told me you were live, so I'm watching. Well, thank you for coming on, Joy. Hi, all of our friends. Hope everyone is doing well.
Notice it's getting smaller now, so I'm just making my backtracking smaller every time. All the way in. I started with 1 inch, and now I'm like at about a 1/2 inch.
Are you gonna leave a little section in the middle undone, or is it gonna
No, it's gonna go all until I can't go no more.
Okay.
Oops, that totally did not land where I wanted it, but oh well.
Do you need to pick?
Nope.
Oh.
All right, so here we go. This is the last of it. Just a little tiny area to fill in. Seriously, I'm like just going right to the end. One more. And one more. One stitch this way. Come on, right there. All right, so now I'm gonna tie it off. Let's stitch right there and tie it off. And then I'll show you guys the whole entire thing because it looks really, really cool. I love doing this. It's so fun.
Well, this is the first you've ever done anything quite like this, isn't it? Tiffany?
Not on sit down. On Longarm, yes.
On a long arm, it's the first. Yeah,
All right,
and
there
that
it
looks
is.
Awesome.
Doesn't that look so awesome? It's come from above.
Is it clear on there? It's not clear on here.
So it kind of looks like a fan almost in a way. Really close.
Becca says it's beautiful.
The
She
further
wants to quilt like
back
this one day.
when you go, as long as you line all those inches back up,
Joyce says awesome.
you
Brenda
and
says
hit
very
those
cool
corners, it should create like a fan that comes into itself like that.
pattern. Just think, Becca, if you come visit, you can play with this machine all you want.
So there's that. So now that that is done, we can actually advance the quilt and start working on these next sections, and I can show you what I'm doing. So let me advance this finally now, and we're gonna put you guys back in the holder, and I'm gonna just regularly quilt now the way I was quilting this whole entire time.
June says me too. Maybe she wants to
Hold on, 2
someday
seconds.
Also, Billy says love it.
You guys could all do that.
Very
That
cool.
one is the easiest one ever. I'm telling you, it is.
June says awesome quilting. Linda says love it.
Okay, so you guys are in the holder. Let me put my anti-shake little holding thing
Am
right
I
there.
moving?
No, you don't. I gotta do it. I can do it. I mean, is what
so
I'm
then you want me
saying.
to move the clips then? Because
Oh,
clips are moving. Everything's quilted up here now, except for right in here.
Yep. All right. So now.
So we're going to go up to in here next?
Yep.
Okay. So
now I'm advanced just a little because. Okay, Okay, so you can
Where
see.
do you want clips? I don't even know.
Oh, just here and here is fine.
Okay.
So that helps for large blocks if you don't have help on your long arm. That is like the perfect way to get large blocks done
And
until
there's
you only are by yourself.
hand design. I have to do that on the one I'm working on. Mary Jane says, love the quilt pattern on the block. Darlene says, love that. I can't wait
Yeah.
to start doing / learning to do some ruler work.
So awesome. I like that. Anyway, so the sections that I'm doing now are these. Let me get into one so that you can see.
Joy's talking to Becca, and she says it's
These-
too intricate for her. First time I quilted with a ruler, my needle ended up through the ruler.
That can be done without a ruler on sit down. I'm going to have to show you guys how to do that one on sit down because that one's really easy to do on sit down without a ruler. So, see what I'm doing in these large sections? These sections are actually too big for my throat space too. Until I create this right here, this loop. And then once that loop's done, the smaller space that I'm quilting in actually fits in my space. And this is all free hand, no rulers, because I didn't want to use a ruler because I was being lazy. They're killing my hands. After all this cross hatching is a lot of ruler work. Anyway, and then I did the like a ribbon thing every other one. So
Not the line you let me do.
and then I let Scott do a line and he messed it up and we had to pick it out.
Hey, I did. I picked it out. I picked out my own mess.
So essentially I am free. I don't have rulers this big for curves and arcs. So I'm going from this corner to up in this corner. And then from this corner, free motion a line down to this corner and so on and back and forth. But technically I'm doing only half at a time because that's all I have available. So let me drop my needle right here and
Thank you, Kim, and thank you, Bonnie, for reminding everyone that.
Oh, for the thumbs up?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. All right, so I'm gonna just free motion an arc from, or curve, I guess, from here up to this top corner, which is actually too high. Hold on, gotta come down. That's too far, not my throat space, right?
I could have moved it for you, honey.
There we go.
All you have to do is ask. I know how to move it.
So I'm gonna go from here up to there where you can see my finger up here past the thingy. And then from there across this one and over just to fill in these two sections because the bottom two are actually already done. So here I go. And I take this kind of slow because I'm not using a ruler and I'm just guessing. So as you can see, I aimed for a corner and I made it
why
in
not
a
use
corner.
a small plate to sew around your arcs?
I don't want to take the chances of the plate not being the size I need, or I just don't want to bring a plate out here. How about that? I'll just do my own thing. So I'm going to go from here now all the way down to the other one. So I'm creating pretty big of a curve, almost. So I'm just aiming for that corner. So I aimed for that corner and I got a curve. Now I'm going to go from here up to the top again, aiming for that corner. If I can make it. Like that. And there's my corner. So from here, I'm going to aim for my below the camera that you can't see corner. Like that. Now I'm going to advance the quilt so that I can get the bottom two sections. Just have to move this down a little bit on the sides.
I can do that. I can do that. Just tell me what you want. I can do it.
And now for the bottom two.
Why don't you let me move that?
That's fine. I got it. All right. So now.
Being picky.
Yes, I am being picky.
I really like your design in the yellow there.
Yes,
I think
do
that was
too.
awesome. She drew it on a picture for me first to show it to me, and I thought it was so cool.
He couldn't tell what it looks like unless it was drawn out. He's like, I'm a visual person. I need to see what you're talking about.
She tried to tell me, and I just looked at her with an idiot face.
So now I'm going to go.
So then she drew it, and it looks amazing.
I'm going to go from up here down to where you can't see, down in the bottom corner.
Hi, Kathleen.
When I went to the doctors.
She pretty much just got referrals to 2 other doctors is all it really was, Mary.
Oh, that was horrible at that end. Dang it. I don't want to continue, but I'm going to. Up to here. Down to here. pretty good at that whole arc thing all on my own and not needing a ruler or anything. So now what I'm going to do...
I asked her all that stuff earlier, Heather. She likes doing things her way.
What?
Huh? About using the plate and stuff.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm good. So, and the reason why
She's very talented.
did that way with the loop like that at the bottom, can you guys see the loops? Is because remember when I did the half square triangles up top at
Do you
the
wanna tell
second
them
border?
about the Valley Fever? She hasn't seen the Valley Fever
Oh
doctor
no,
yet.
I go,
That's
they're
not...
getting a referral for my CT scan so they can recheck my lungs. And
she
then my
won't see about
appointment
that
is,
till next month.
is February. So anyway.
Oh, Patty noticed your nails. She said, did someone get a manicure? Nails look really
Yes,
beautiful.
me and my daughter went today, and then a little bit of splurge to get gel coating instead so that the nail polish don't flake or go away. I needed it to, I broke 3 nails on So Sunday. So, and then Maxine called and said, Mom, do you want to go get your nails done? I'm like, did you watch So Sunday or something? She's like, no, I just thought it would be nice. I was like, well, kind of good because I just broke 3 nails making bags. So yeah. All right. So I'm going to come over here to this area.
Becca's teasing me.
And now let's see what one was up.
Hi, Teresa. Teresa says
I
hi.
really tell. I think I'm just gonna go opposites. So I'm gonna come right here to this little corner, right
Is
here.
this Teresa with the channel?
Yes.
Teresa, tell everyone what your channel is.
Yeah.
Give yourself a plug or whatever they call it.
Plug yourself in, Teresa. Becca, you can too, because I know
Yes,
you're
Becca,
here.
you have a channel. I think
No,
your channel,
everybody
but,
knows
but
everybody.
for anyone that doesn't,
All right. So I'm gonna start with my back and forth lines on this one.
because they got their nails done yesterday because I was breaking mine. It's so dry.
Yeah, my nails break so easily. They're so thin, so thin. Anyway, so I'm going to just go back and forth very carefully like this. I'm just going so slow at first so that I don't go out my line. And I'm not using a ruler because I don't feel like it.
Daddy says, "Uh-oh, the Troublesome Trio is selling fabric. Save me."
Oh, good. I'm here.
Kathleen says, "I love the color, Ted."
So I'm just going back and forth, creating a loop right at, my loop comes right to my previously quilted line. I'm just going back and forth. My line is straight, it doesn't matter. Just filling it in.
Mary got 2 epidurals in the back of it, so she's finally out of bed for a while. She's in her recliner. I guess that's good, Mary.
My lines are getting wonky. I just don't want to go outside my line, so I actually take my time with this. Sort of.
Those are pretty.
Oops, I went outside my line. Oh well.
So Becca says to Mary to sit still, and she'll have the cat bring some water to her. So she had 2 epidurals.
Okay, so I'm gonna tie it off right here. It's not as straight as I would have hoped, but whatever, it's good enough. So there's that one. So that's how I did that. And I'm actually leaving all this puffiness right here because I want my stars to stick out. So that is why I'm only quilting in the middle of them and decided to just echo around them with a curve. And now I'm going to move on to this next one, which is not in my throat space. So we're going to backtrack myself a little bit. Can you put that up just a little? Thank you.
Let me take move.
Right about there. There's a lot of back and forth on this, but that's what happens with custom quilting is the whole back and forth thing. So now I'm going to do the ribbony thing, ribbon looking thing or whatever it's called. I don't even know. You guys probably know the words to these. I just know how to do them. I don't know the words to them.
That's the technical thing, huh?
Yeah,
the ribbony thing.
The ribbony
Yep,
thing.
I
That's
love
the
it.
technical word for it.
Love it.
So now I'm just gonna loop, come back, loop, come back, loop, come back. It probably will look better when I'm doing it. It's very hard at first because I actually just wiggle lines. There we go. Back. It's very hard at first. That's how you get started when you're filling in a corner. So again, I'm just going to my line, making a curve. Going to my line, making a curve. Paying close attention. As best as possible. Not to go beyond the line.
See this awesome machine, Becca? It's calling to you. I know you want to come play with it.
Such a tease, Scott. You're such a tease. It's because they're watching me. Oh, lace.
Learning.
That's what it could look like. I like when you tie the back of
Kim
a...
says it's ribbon candy.
Oh, I thought that was the other one.
And Billy says ribbon candy too.
So both? There's two different ribbon candies or what?
I don't know.
Pull my needle down.
Heather says it looks like an infinity design.
It kind of
kinda
looks like
does.
when you tie the back of a corset. That's what it looks like. I'm going to call this the corset.
Okay.
This is the corset to me. That's what it looks like when you tie the back of a corset and you have to tie your loops. Heck, it could even be called shoelace because it looks like it's going back and forth like a shoelace.
June says that she found out that her spine and disc are rubbing. They're not sure. Crubbling together. I think she means rubbing together. I'm not sure. They're not sure, but they're going to. Yep, there's a spine clinic. There's a pain clinic starting, and the doctor wants me to see this guy and see what we can do without surgery.
Okay, so now I'm going to do my back and forth because I'm
Let's hope they
alternating
get you figured
between
out.
these two simple ones, back and forth, and the corset. That's what I'm calling it. It's a corset. It looks like a corset. All right, so now I'm going to just go this way. So I'm just paying attention, not crossing my line.
Oh, Billy says, sorry, that's wishbone.
Wishbone, that's the word for it. I knew there was an actual name. Looks like a corset to me.
Teresa says it's not ribbon candy. Ribbon candy is fatter.
Yeah.
The other one.
I could have done a ribbon candy if I wanted, but I don't want to. This is what I chose to do.
And Teresa says yes, wishbone. Teresa, you haven't typed in your channel? I didn't see it on here. Type in your channel. That's just in yours.
I'm just going back and forth, creating a loop. So simple. Essentially, it's just pushing this area down so that the outsides stick up.
Barry says they did say that she had to stay out of the hot tub today, and she says, what hot tub? That would have been us.
Okay. And I just tie it off right here and move on to the next. And then I can go back to my yellow ones because that's actually what's next is yellow after these are done. Because yellow
Okay,
will
June,
be
thank you.
in the right section. So it'll need Scott's help again. Just putting that in my throat space.
Okay, you want me to go back and forth?
Not yet.
You're not there yet, yeah.
I will be. That's the
what I
start
was-
of it right there. I just haven't tacked down the sides or anything yet.
Yeah. Well, you gotta do this one first.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to.
Okay.
I got a hair on here.
Oh,
It's not my hair.
Teresa's
My
on a
hair's-
cell phone and doesn't know how to do links on that. Because the
Okay.
power's out.
That's fine.
It's a channel called. Why don't you tell?
It's it's the Teresa Louise I quilt too. I can't put it in there because I'm doing this.
I know, but you can tell people because I don't know what it is.
Everybody knows that's here right now. She doesn't know how to do it.
The quilt is actually off the ground. It's really moving on this thing. Oh, here. Honey,
It's fine for 2 seconds. Don't interrupt.
touching anything.
Now I'll end it right there.
Dilly wiper.
Yep, my little anti-loud sound vibrating thing. That doesn't sound good. My anti-vibration thing.
We know what you're talking about.
All right, so now I'm going to advance the quilt and move on to some more yellows. So I got to outline them, which I'll actually do before advancing real quick. So what I'm going to do is stitch in the ditch. I know there's a lot of thread breaks because of that whole start and stop in those areas, but it pays off in the end because it will look awesome. Hopefully. Hopefully. It looks awesome already.
It does look awesome. There's not hopefully.
So now I'm doing my lousy stitch in the ditch because I'm not very good at the stitch in the ditch.
You always sell yourself so short. It looks amazing.
And for all those that say I can't quilt slow, well, this is how I quilt slow because I'm stitching in a ditch and it's slow. I'm trying to make sure that's where it lands. But it
Vicky says hi.
doesn't always. Hi, Vicky. Hello to everybody joining. Okay, so now I'm right here. I'm going to leave my needle down and I'm going to advance the quilt ever so slightly.
Look at your end. I'll be at my end.
Get it up here to where the rest of the yellow is in my throat space. And the quilt is way off the floor now, but I haven't basted my sides, but I will wait to do that till after I tack
Yeah, you
this
have to
down
do
real quick.
In here too.
Yes, I know.
Oh, okay. Is that what you meant by basting the sides?
No, I meant this by basting the sides.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just tightening it real quick so that I can do this area real quick.
Hi, Beverly. Beverly says hi.
Hello. And I adjust myself, and my ruler doesn't go very far because then it hits the bar down here. So you really can't adjust it too far. Stop right here in the corner. Pivot myself and go back the other way. It's totally not in the ditch. Come on, Tiffy, pay attention. Okay. So I am going to break thread right here. And then I'm going to baste the sides before I do the other yellow one. I'm just going to leave it just where it is right now. Trying to get this while I'm doing everything at the same time. Oh, my screen doesn't want to work again. Never mind.
Really? It's not that cold out here. It's almost 60.
I don't know. This thing is going to frustrate me. All right, let me tack down this side real quick nicely so that it's basted. And then I'll go tack down the other side. Everything is ready for me to rock and roll. Nice and tight. Stupid screen on this machine.
What's the difference between a basting stitch and a whatever stitch?
It doesn't matter as long as it's holding it down. I technically like the basting stitches on the edge because they're easier to pick out if they're in my way of binding.
Ah.
So these ones I try to. Nope. Just leave the clip right where it is.
Okay.
These ones I don't like. I don't want them in the way when I bind because I can't pick them out as fast. So that's why I get these ones more around the edge. But technically, the difference is size. See, a basting stitch I can lift with my finger.
Ah.
Like that. And the other ones you can't.
I see. I see.
All right, so let's go around this yellow now. We're just going to go the opposite way. So I'm going to drop my thread down right here.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm learning.
And now we're going to stitch in the ditch, and then we'll have to push the quilt back the other way just to go back up on this yellow. And I'm starting to get all hot and bothered up in here.
Woo!
I'm wearing skulls and Olaf today.
Oh yeah.
And I just shocked myself from taking my shirt off and touching the metal. That hurt.
No.
Oh, and this right here. Oops, I'm frozen. See that boo-boo? That's what happens when you let the needle get too close to you. That was an oops the other day when I was cross-hatching, trying to use my opposite hand. I'm definitely not a left-hand handleton / right hand on the ruler. I just can't do it. I end up hurting myself. All right, so I'm going to stop right here, and I'm now going to go back the other way. So just slide the up
Gotcha.
back to my throat space, right about there.
You want these here? You want...
So that's fine right where they are. That's good. No big
Okay.
deal.
Oh, Teresa's sewing hexies tonight.
Ooh, fun. By machine or by hand? Oops, I totally just like gave myself a nick. I don't care. Let's cut that real quick.
We have a question from Kathleen. Is that the Slim Ruler by Angela?
No, this is the Handy Gadgets Handy Quilter. It's hard to see. Handy Quilter's straight edge ruler. And it has the 45-degree markings on it. It has 1 inch, 3/4 or ½ inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch, blah, blah, blah. They're all numbered right here. And it's the same on the opposite side. And then it has these sideways ones right here on this side so that you can go back the opposite way, you know, and know how far you need to go. This is the longest ruler I own, which is only straight.
Teresa says by hand.
All right, so now I think since I'm already right here, I might as well just start my little design from down here, and then I'm gonna have Scott
Move. The thing.
start doing the moving thingy. So I'm gonna come about 1 inch from the edge. So we're gonna start this over.
Even
We're gonna.
though she doesn't have a Longarm machine, and she thinks she can do this on a regular sewing.
Oh yeah, this is a regular sewing
What you're
machine
showing
capable.
us.
All right, so I'm gonna pop my thingies loose, and I'm gonna have Scott hold it for me and roll when I need. So just keep it nice and tight. And we're gonna have him do the rolling as I need.
Hi Karen. Karen says so much better with the camera there, Tiff.
All right, so here we go. And oh, you guys got to watch out for stuff like this. If you get a long arm and it's your first time with it, if you have lots of extra batting and puff like I do, can you see my ruler is going in between my foot and the top of my, it'll naturally accidentally do that because of the amount of batting that's in here. So you need to watch that before you turn your machine on. Make sure you're holding your ruler down because you can run over these rulers and break them and or break a needle and or seriously screw up your machine. All right, so I'm going to aim this. I'm going to stop right here for a second. I'm aiming for the corner. So I'm going to land in that corner, come back about an inch, which is about right there.
Oh, Vicky's husband's going to the hospital tomorrow.
Yep, he's
11:30.
having his pacemaker put in. So I'm going to aim for this corner now. I'm going to come back an inch. Right there. And now I'm going to have Scott advance towards the top.
I gotcha.
He's already a pro already. Right about, yeah, right there. That's good. Right there. Keeping it nice and up. Tighter than that, please. Thank you. All right. I'm going to aim for the bottom corner now. So I'm hitting the corner and backtrack about an inch. About right there. Come over here and aim for my starting points. So I'm aiming for my starting point, which is closer. I'm out an inch, so you can see there's a line behind this needle you guys can't see. Now I'm gonna have Scott bring it towards me again. About right there. That's good, perfect. And now I'm gonna aim for that other corner again. All right, Miss Tiffy's gonna have a picking real quick. I have to pick. Give me 2 seconds. It's a quick pick. It's a quick pick.
A quick pick.
A quick pick. I don't want to leave this here because it'll ruin it when I go to do. I accidentally veered because of the wiggling. Just got to watch out for that.
I'm not wiggling, am I?
There was a slight wiggle.
Talking about me?
Yeah, it's okay though.
Well, my hands aren't moving.
It's fine. I was able to do what I needed. All right, let me backtrack now. About right there, which is 1 inch. And now I'll put my seam ripper away. All right, so I'm gonna come down now. Aiming for
cutting a 4-inch block.
Right here. Backtrack an inch. Right there. Now advance me, please, and thank you.
Karen says I love it.
To right there. Good. Tighten. Thank you.
Hold on. I gotta adjust my hands.
Right there. Okay. Don't let go. Just holding, aiming for that corner. Hit the corner, backtrack an inch. Keeping your ruler there. You got to keep the ruler there or else you're just going to mess it up. Now I'm going to aim all the way up there to that next corner. So you can see it coming up. Can you see that coming up? The cross section. Oops. So I'm aiming just for the cross section only. Coming out an inch. Okay, now back the other way. Towards me.
I know. 2 seconds. I'm not as fast as you.
Okay, tighten. Ah, you're way low. Yeah, tighten it.
You have to say stop.
Stop right there, yes.
I keep going until you say stop.
So, like I said, if you have help to get these areas done on a long arm, if you don't have the full amount of space, it actually helps. If you don't have help, then I would have just had to stop and roll a bazillion times. Which is also okay. It just makes the process take longer. Okay, roll back towards the back. And stop. Nice and tight. Thank you. Aiming for this right here at this junction. You guys can see it. It's coming up. I'm aiming for that junction with my needle, not with my foot. See, so I missed it by 1 stitch. You guys can see that if it was to zoom in, but that's okay. I'm still going to continue on. So here's the junction coming up. You can see, let me move the ruler so you can see I'm aiming for that pin dot right there. So I'm just aiming for that. I'm going to hit it, come back up an inch. Yep, a little bit more. Right there. Okay, now advance towards me. And stop. Ah, see, I did it again. That was my own fault, but I'm going to leave it.
My hands aren't moving.
That's me. That one's me.
Sorry if it...
Aiming for my corner. Come out an inch. That's too far. Right there. Okay. Roll towards the back. We're almost to where you could be in the throat space and not have to worry about it. Stay right there.
Yeah, it's a form of workout here.
Yep, Scotty's getting his workout here. Because he has to hold this nice and tight.
And I lost you and then to reboot to get you back.
Do you guys see how my ruler just did that? It's not going to perfectly be where you want it to. Right. Come on, right there. No, that's too far. Right there. All right. Aim for that other corner. I'm gonna have to put together like a little sandwich or something and do it in the house on the machine. All right, right there's good.
Show everyone.
Yeah, show everyone how it's done on the sit down.
Karen says, I love the quilting on the pink. It looks like squares.
Yeah, it's cross hatching. It's a double cross hatch. I taught it last week, the other day. What was it? Saturday?
What day.
I think I did it on Saturday. Go back towards the back.
I'm going.
And if you stop right, come towards me just a little, right here. Just a little bit this way. Yeah. Pop the snaps in. Pop it in. And pop it in. There we go. You shouldn't have to roll anymore.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm here to help.
Should be fully in my throat space now.
Very much here to help. Okay? Okay, beautiful? This looks so cool.
Oop, too far. Right there.
That one?
What?
This one up here, is that for me?
No, that's me. That's
Would you want me to pick that out
Nope,
quick?
I'm not gonna pick it out. Gonna leave it.
You sure?
Yep, just gonna leave it.
Okay.
So fun though. I'm glad I chose to do this in these areas. It adds another like element to this quilt with all this empty space. But it's not all like flowers and, you know what I mean? And squares.
I think it is awesome looking.
It adds a geometric tunnel. Like a Twilight Zone. Oh, I hit my nail.
Don't break a new nail. I just
Right?
got them all fancy today.
I'm trying to be super ultra careful. Trying.
Well, good evening, Colleen. Colleen says good evening.
Good evening. Oops, I just totally made myself a wiggle there, but I don't care again. Just gonna leave it alone. It's not going to a show. It doesn't matter. It's just for me to have fun, show you guys how to do some stuff
Darlene
that you
loves
probably
her
never thought
cross-hatching
of.
too.
I love it too. It definitely fills in the areas really nicely. So I'm getting smaller as I go in.
Darlene says done is better than perfect, although I doubt I could ever find anywhere Tiff made a little mistake.
That is lots of fun. I see him because I'm the one doing it, and
You notice it, but no one else does.
I just, whatever. This one I probably went around too many different times because it totally
Vicky
turned
asked
into
you, Tiffy, if you and your sister are still working on those piecing for quilts
me and my daughter.
/ trades.
Yes.
Yeah, do you mean her and Maxine, Vicky? Yeah, they're doing that every Saturday, hopefully. We're going to do it every Saturday. If that's what you're talking about.
There we go. This one ended with a little whatever on the end. I kind of like triangled it at the end. It's okay. All right, so there
I'm sure
is
Tiff loves that she
that
looks
one.
young enough to be the sister of Maxine, and I'm sure Maxine would be quite angered to hear that she looks as old as mommy, but that's okay.
So for those just joining, I'm going to take you out of the holder real
Hi,
quick
Ellen.
so that you
Ellen
can
says
see.
hi.
That's what I just did. So if you came in late, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to fill in this empty space, and it looks, sorry, I got the hiccups all of a sudden randomly. Fill it in and put
looks so
those
good.
there. So next
at
one
that.
will be to do this one, which
Wow.
I think we have.
You're
I
amazing.
have enough charge to keep going. So yeah,
Amazing.
and then I taught you guys obviously what's pushing those down. So let's go back into
I'm
the
just
holder.
teasing with you, Vicky.
Back into the holder.
But no, they will be doing it every Saturday, hopefully. As
Yeah,
long as
she should be
Maxine
here
follows
Saturday.
Through, and I think she will because she seemed to really enjoy herself. So
Yes.
I have a feeling she will be here and happy to hang out with mommy.
She's definitely enjoying it. All right, we
Yes.
already went around this one, so we're gonna start.
Her and Tiff today went and got their nails done. If you didn't hear that earlier, so they are having fun together.
I am gonna take a drink of water real quick.
You want me to get you water? Oh, you have one over here.
Yeah. I want to prevent these hiccups from keep coming back. All right, so Scotty, you need to get back on the end now. It's time to hold another.
I'm going. Jim says it looks awesome. Heather says it could be the other way around, Scott. Tiffany could be getting as young as her daughter. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tiff loves that.
Am I
She's
a Benjamin
looking
Buttoning? Am I a Benjamin Button?
I guess it means I'm in trouble because I'm just getting older.
Pop them.
Yes. Calm.
Come back.
We're talking
Right
and everything.
there. Perfect. Right there. Tighten it. Right there.
I have to get a different hand grip. You're killing my forearm.
All right. Scotty's trying to read and hold the darn, hold the ends.
Don't worry, I can multitask once in a while.
So I'm aiming for that corner. I'm gonna backtrack about an inch
Vicky
right
says,
there.
So yeah, wants me back there, notifying me. LOL.
Come over. Pause. Grab this. Come to this corner. Backtrack.
Ready for me to roll?
Yep. Towards the back.
Vicky says I can't afford them.
And it's up right there. Tighten this one. Thank you. All right, so now I'm gonna aim down here.
Aren't they cheaper than most quilt places though nowadays?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tonight's Tuesday, so it would be $10.50 a yard, which is pretty cheap for a quilt store. Oh, let me cut my start thread real quick.
Oh, Vicky says that she's too slow. It goes fast. It does go fast. Tiff has a hard time ever getting a bit in there.
Yeah. Right there.
Okay, ready to go.
Advance.
Up.
Stop. Right there. That's good. No, it's not good. Come just a little bit this way. Right there. Stop. Perfect. Remember, I'm showing you guys how I'm doing this with Scott holding my, he's holding the bars to stop them from moving. This is how something that doesn't fit in your throat space can be done if you have help. And or, okay, roll again. Or towards the back. You have to keep unsnapping and snapping or advancing your rollers up a little bit more. So this is going to be too far. Towards the back a little bit more. Back. Back.
Okay.
Right there,
That's
right
what
there.
I was doing, and you said stop.
Right.
Goofy.
There we go. Thank you.
Vicky asked, "Do you know which Vicky that is talking about?"
That's that the so yeah is too fast for?
Yeah.
Let's see.
In other words, no.
R. Vicky R.
And Vicky Robles asks, "With your help, I know you're doing it as fast. It's a lot of work."
Okay. Up the other way.
She's very quick.
Yeah,
I know which way to go. Calm down. Calm down. You
Right
just
there.
tell me when
Stop.
to stop.
Stop. There we go. Yes, I tend to be on the quicker side of things with this.
Oh yeah, Heather says with the exchange rate and shipping to Australia, yeah.
Okay, advance towards the back, towards the back, towards the back.
I know. Calm.
You were rolling this way.
Huh? I was loosening. I
Oh.
let it go to loosen.
Okay.
I have to loosen it.
Right there. Stop.
When I let my hands go, it falls whichever way it falls.
Okay.
And then I roll. Calm down.
Right there.
Goodness. We're not all Speedy Gonzalez. Get into Soviet tonight.
Me neither. I'm doing this instead.
Well, yeah, they know you didn't get there. Yeah, I didn't get there either, guys. I didn't get to go buy no fabric either.
I'm having too much fun right here. All right, go towards me.
I know.
Okay, you're getting used to this, aren't
Would
you?
you just
Stop right there.
Just say when to stop. That's all you have to do. All you have to do every time is say when to stop.
Starting to look rectangle-ish. Oops.
It looks good.
All right, towards.
See, when I let it roll, it does its own.
Stop.
Right there.
You want to say hi?
Right there.
He's 5 cabinets.
Oh, is he? Oh, he's excited because Mommy and Daddy are both out here again.
He's not freaking out. He's
He says, I don't know.
All right, right there.
Say when.
Should be plenty of room. We might actually be able to pop them.
Oh, Emily is here.
Hi, Emily.
And Emily says, your nails look great.
No, thank you.
Yes, her and Maxine went and got their nails. Emily also sent you a message about a bag.
Okay.
Emily want a bag done? That's cool. Thank you, Emily.
Like an email or a message on, like Messenger
I'm not
or
sure.
text message, because she has my number. I'll check when I'm done with this. I can't obviously do it while I'm on the filming thing. I'll get it after this, Emily.
Why's that one always stuck in?
Because sometimes the pressure is too much, so it snaps. So all I do is just go back about an inch and just keep going all the way around, but my inch gets smaller and smaller as I get smaller and smaller in this square. If you haven't noticed, it's getting smaller. And when I get a chance to sit down at the Juki, I'll make a little sandwich to show you guys how to do this on a sit-down machine. All I do is just meet up with the next corner. So you guys can see right at the bottom of the screen, I'm going from a backtrack to a corner. Then I backtrack, go to the next corner. That way it creates a thread buildup that creates a spiral. And then my just gets smaller and smaller as I go.
And it's so cool. It's like three-dimensional.
Yes, very cool. Very fun. Definitely fills in a large space. And I don't have to try to do any free motion here. I just have fun. A little bit more. Definitely creates a really awesome texture, that's for sure.
Is there a name for the pattern you're doing in the yellow areas? Darlene asks.
No, not that I know of. I just was thinking it's like some kind of... What? I'm skipping. Stop doing that. Stupid power button.
What were you thinking?
I don't know. It looks like a... I don't know. Just looks cool. The cool design. That's what I'm thinking.
It's like a 3D square coming at you, sort
I
of.
don't know. It's like a 3D spiral. I've seen it on, like, pictures and stuff. I've also seen something like this pieced. Paper pieced.
Holy cow.
Oh my god, come on, you stupid button. Stop pressing the button.
Okay, Bonnie says, do you hit the corner with the needle, then back up 1 inch?
Yep. Right now I'm backing up like ½ an inch. Hitting the corner, backing up. Hitting the corner, backing up. Hitting the corner, backing up. And I'm not actually hitting the corner right now because I'm totally not doing a good job trying to explain it while I do it.
She just drew the design up the other day, Darlene, so I don't know if it's an original or if it's out there somewhere, but she,
Like I said, I've seen
drew it up
paper
and-
piece stuff like this. I don't know if there's a name for it. It's just like if you go on Pinterest and look up cool, like, designs. But it was like a block. It wasn't what I'm doing. Filling in this space.
She's Joyce says that design reminds me of a sand dollar. Interesting.
All right. sticking it right there. And then I'll take you guys off the hooky bobber.
Bonnie
and,
says there's a glare, so it's so hard to
yeah,
see.
I'm gonna
Yes, I
take
know.
you off of the holder right now.
I know. Sorry about that. It's from the light on her machine, so she can see what she's doing.
So that's what it looks like. We'll come above it. Come close to it. So it creates like, I don't know, kind of looks like a seashell in a way, and a half, sort of. Like they were like hooked together.
I don't know. Is it clear enough
But
for
it
you guys?
spirals.
It's not clear on here, but that's our internet.
So it hits. If you started in one corner, which I started in this corner this time, and you
Nancy's
go
decided,
to
love the
one
design.
side,
Hi, Nancy.
you backtrack about an inch, come down, backtrack about an inch, come down, and you land in this corner. Then you backtrack an inch, come down, landing in that corner for the number 2 spot,
Bonnie says it's better
and
there.
so on and so forth. And then you just keep stopping. So I would be on number 2 here. Then I'd come here, backtrack, it'd be on the number 3.
Beverly says awesome.
So you just
design.
always aim for the corner, and you'll collect this really cool thread buildup that creates this really cool twist effect.
Heather says she's seen something similar in one of Angela Walter books.
I don't even have any. And I used to get what was that one that I
Hi,
liked?
Heather.
That 100 and something free motion quilting book that I used to get from the library. The one that had the elephants in it.
Yeah. I don't remember the name of
I've
it,
never
but yes,
s-
I remember that.
Yeah. I used to get the books from the
Jim
library.
says it's a spiral graph.
Yeah, pretty much like I was
Yeah.
doing up in those. Remember what I was doing in the last video on this quilt? So everything that I've just done, I'm repeating now. Watch out, Scott.
Bonnie says it looks awesome, and June says you did good on tour quilting.
Yes. So there is the rest of it. It's off the ground now, as you can see. So now I just need to repeat all of those same things that I've been doing all the way down. And I don't have enough, my phone will die. So
Hi, Nita.
I will still be alternating with these back and forths. And then the corset looking thing, which is actually a wishbone. And then back and forth, wishbony thing. Then it'll be back and forth, wishbony thing, back and forth, wishbony thing. And then it'll be the same on the outer skirts. The outer areas will be, this one is the wishbony one. So this one will be the back and forth. This one will be the wishbony one. The rest of this will get filled in with cross hatching. I'm also doing the borders as I advance little by little.
Nita says that pattern is a common one in Zentangle.
So isn't this
That's
really
a
cool though?
name, Zentangle.
Oops, it looks like I've got some. This is what happens sometimes if the thread don't cut all the way. It gets stuck on the back side, but I'll pluck all those off when I'm done quilting. So that's the last that I get to film for you for this quilt. So let me turn this
June says it's supposed
around.
to be your quilting.
Yes, so the last of, that is the last of what I'll be showing you. The rest of everything is just me repeating all that process until it's done. Long arm wise, I have a client bringing me a quilt tomorrow, which I'm not going to get done tomorrow, obviously. And she's cool with me filming me quilting her quilts. So when that is on the frame, then I'll film whatever I do on that. She typically just wants me to do an edge to edge. So that'll be that.
Doodling art.
And
Zentangle. That's cool.
yeah. So this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm creating. It's just, it's being custom quilted by adding different stuff to every section. That is the custom quilting part of it. So
Heather
everything's
says
a
it
little
looks
bit
pretty
different.
awesome.
And
Heather says, see if you
it's
can
nothing
find the book
fancy, but
Shape
I'm
by
having
Shape
fun.
By Angela Walters. That's the,
The
book
book?
she saw it in. Shape by
Okay.
Shape by Angela Walters. That's the
All
book
right.
she saw it in.
I'll look. Other than that, I'm just having fun. Having fun here. Lots of
Are
fun.
you done? Or you
Making
gonna keep
things.
going?
No, I'm done because my phone will die.
Oh,
It's
Okay.
like gonna
Bye,
die.
everyone.
So anyways, if you have any questions, you better say them now because I'm going to be getting off of here. And also, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. I like would really appreciate it.
Linda
So
says, "Can't
subscribing
see."
down there, like
Sorry,
my
Linda.
videos, and don't forget to share them with your quilty friends. And as I said, I'm wearing skulls today with Olaf pants. Look at my Olaf pants. They're so fluffy and furry.
They are very fluffy.
They don't match. I don't match, but this is how I do my pajamas. When I lay around for the day, I just wear whatever.
Jim says looks awesome. Can't wait to see it finished.
So one
says
more
thanks.
time so you guys
Enjoy your
can
quilting.
see. This
Carol
is just
says
the
it's
front camera view.
Beautiful quilt. Glad I got to see a bit
It
between
feels
work. Have a
so
great week.
awesome. Oh, I love that feeling.
You
I
too,
love
Carol. Take care.
Anyway, I will show you guys this quilt when it is
Kim says, "Have a
completely
great
done
night,
because
y'all.
you
Stay
will
safe and
most
God bless."
likely see me binding it when I get to that part. So thanks guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video, which will be tomorrow sometime because I don't know. Yesterday I took a day off and laid in bed all day because I didn't feel good. So anyway, all right. Love you guys. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you.
Good
Bye.
night.